Hi guys, I wanted to talk about chakras, and in particular, I wanted to talk about a psychic's perspective on chakras. Um, Recently, within the last year, I was able to further open my third eye, although the techniques I weren't really using were directly for the third eye, so I can't really say what was opened up, although I can say that I was able to open my further abilities, and I was able to start to see chakras. Prior to this, I didn't really understand what chakras were, to be honest. I had read about them here and there. My knowledge of them was very loose, very limited. But within the last year and a half, as I began to see them, I started being able to heal people. And when I was doing healing exchanges on people, I was able to see how um, their chakras, when damaged, how it was affecting them within their physical form, and how their mental thoughts and thought patterns were also affecting their chakras. To to put it further, it seemed like there was a feedback loop between one and the other. And as I began to further investigate, I started to draw various realizations and conclusions about chakras that I think are very interesting. And so this naturally leads to the question, what are they? And I can say from my perspective on how I see them, they are like these balls of energy. A lot of people in books, they'll describe them as vortexes of energy, um, or spinning wheels. Let's just say, in my perspective, they're just balls of energy. That's all they are. They're just energies. They're balls of energies. And what I see when I look at them is a couple of things. I can see them in their location. I see them in their size, shape, energy density, and color. And all of these elements, when I look at them, will tell me if this chakra is operating optimally or whether it's not. And this is very important to note because, for example, if a chakra has a murky color, right off the bat, you can tell, there's a situation going on. When it's fully open and blooming, and it's in its natural state, that's a really good sign. To further drive home this point, I was recently watching a YouTube video, and this celebrity was talking about her ideal relationship, and she was talking about wanting to be rescued. And I thought, everybody has their thing. Who knows if that's a good thing or a bad thing? I'm not here to comment. But when I was looking at her root chakra in particular, I found that the energy from it, the energy density was extremely weak. I found that the color was a murky brown red. The chakra was a blob shape. It wasn't even circular. It was completely deformed, and it was out of place where you'd normally expect a chakra. Like, it was so out of balance in every which way. Um, and so this naturally leads to the question, well, how do they work? And in simple terms, I believe a chakra works in terms of energy. It's all about how you feel in the moment, and how you feel in the moment affects the energy of your chakras. So, for example, if you're a happy person, if you're in a joyful mood, then say, for instance, your sacral chakra will be open and blooming and you'll feel really good. If you have or come from a strong family dynamic and have good friends and so on and so forth, your heart chakra will be open and energized. And and you'll notice people who are like this typically have very loving feeling around them. It's because their heart chakra is just open and blooming and willing to receive and give love. That's the key, willing to receive and give at the same time. But in terms of, that's what opens them. So positivity, positive thoughts, positive ideas opens your chakras. Then the question is, what closes them? It's your own negative thinking, it's your own negative thought patterns, it's your own negative memories of the past. And being around negative, toxic people really shuts these chakras down. Um, if you're a resilient person and you're around negative people, maybe you won't feel the effects, but over time, what's going to happen is your chakras are going to begin to be weakened, and they're going to be weakened and shut down, closed off, and probably disabled in one respect or another. Um, which leads to the other idea, which is that with that female celebrity I was just talking about, she constantly, or she was talking about her negative recollections of growing up in a difficult family environment. And it seemed to me that these habitual thoughts and habitual ideas, let's just say, put it that to you that way, are what deformed her root chakra and ultimately restricted her heart chakra as well. Because when I was looking at her, her heart chakra was also deformed. And that's really key to know here, that two of the things that I've noticed when looking at people and dealing with them is that either or both their heart chakra and root chakra are out of balance and not performing, not aligned. Their heart chakras almost always look like this, or they don't even exist. There's no energy flowing into them, or their root chakra is deformed, or it's not operating optimally. That's what I've noticed in today's modern society. It's the heart and the root. And so the question is, how can you understand chakras in a layman's term? Well, since I've looked at them psychically, what I'm about to say may conflict or go together with what you read in books, but from what I'm seeing, the root chakra is all about your ability to operate comfortably in this physical world. So it's being able to have a job and going to work on time, being organized, having shelter, food, taking care of yourself, having a solid foundation, having solid connections, people you can call your tribe, and so on and so forth. It's all about the basics of operating in this physical world. And then as you move up the chakras, things become a little different. The sacral chakra has to do with creativity, expression, sexuality, and really creating the life, or having ideals and desires. Actually, it's all about having ideals and desires. And when you have a fully operating sacral chakra, you feel this feeling of abundance. You'll feel like a very abundant person, and that's really important to know. And in terms of your solar plexus chakra, the solar plexus chakra is all about taking those creative ideals from the sacral and bringing them into full fruition, being able to bring them into this physical world. When these threes are operating perfectly, you have the ability to create your life and create the things that you want. Moving up, the heart chakra is about love and connection, being able to love easily, love freely, and being able to magnetize healthy relationships to you. I believe that when the heart chakra is out of alignment, you're not pulling in the right people, or it's just, you don't have the ability to even have relationships. The throat chakra is all about speaking clearly and asking for what you want. The third eye chakra is all about seeing things clearly, seeing people's hidden motivations, seeing beyond the surface layer of things. I come from a very spiritual family where a lot of people have their third eyes open, but they don't know that, and they're not seeing ghosts and aliens and things of that nature, but they're able to very clearly see things for what they are very quickly and very easily. It's that being able to see things easily is the key here, being able to see things beyond their surface appearance. And the crown chakra is all about connecting you to source and connecting you to universal wisdom and knowledge, and being able to gather ideas. When the crown chakra is open, you literally have a strong connection to your higher self and God. When it's closed, from what I see, is a person lacks the ability to have unique ideas. They don't have the ability to connect to source or their higher self, and so their ideas and decision making will be very faulty. That's what I've noticed. That's all I have to say. I want to thank you so much for watching my video. It was a lot of fun making it, and hope to talk to you soon.